All right.
Whoa. Hi, everybody. Hi. My name is Sharif. You might know me as Sharfers. Had a couple runs here. Y'all are in for a treat. This is, never seen anything like this game or since. To help with commentary, because I have to really focus on this very serious speedrun. I have my friend Corndan.
He just has me here because this is my personal hell at this point in time.
He introduced me to this game, and then therefore every time I run this in a marathon, he is obligated to commentate it with me.
I am obligated to commentate it.
The reason I'm on the Philips CDI splash screen as opposed to the start game screen is because the opening sequence is by far the best part of the game. So I'm gonna have you guys watch that. Let's just get it started here. Time doesn't start for a little bit though, but we have to watch this together. There are no dogs to pet, unfortunately. Yes, dunking on Hulk is strongly encouraged. Is what we mostly do. We dunk on Hulk and one other character in this game.
I mean, we dunk on everybody on this game.
Really, anybody who's associated with this should be ashamed of themselves. But this is glorious. This opening sequence. I just sing sometimes when I'm like cooking or something. I'll just sing this theme song to myself.
Whatever, I'm not getting sound, but that's okay because I know what this sounds like.
You're not getting sound? I apologize.
I'm not getting sound.
Thought I had this one. Monitor's on.
Yeah, don't know. Doesn't matter.
Sometimes it just doesn't work. Hold on. Anyway, this game's great. Chris Lemon. Chris Lemon is literally Jack Lemon's son. Yes. You got that in one.
Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you, man. You're looking
all of the name, none of the talent.
Not one bit.
That is JT from Step by Step, in case you were curious if you're like our age and watched Step by Step as a kid.
Very nice. Everybody's on the move. Everything goes that way.
Yes, Jimmy Hart's in this for some reason.
Hey,
I don't know.
oh man, you've been eating a lot of groceries. Hey, welcome.
And if you're thinking to yourself, you know, that kid, you know, should we be dunking on JT from Step by Step? You better believe that's all we're gonna do this time.
Oh, Ashley, you
So they're introducing the game to us here.
So the thing is, this game, right, is interactive television. What we're going to play is actually like stuff they made for this game that they put into 2 episodes of the actual Thunder in Paradise. Right, called The Major and the Minor.
The show was great. You were so cool.
Yeah, you were
The
really
major
good.
is that face you see on my timer, and the minor is JT from Step by Step. So there you go.
Interactive television. So,
This game is something else.
Wow.
We're gonna go ahead and pick interactive television. The time doesn't start yet because I have to calibrate. Oh, really important. I'm using a light gun. You can't see me. I'm using a CDI light gun. So I'm actually gonna calibrate the light gun. Despite the fact that the game clearly picks it up just fine, I'm using it right now. Let's go ahead and calibrate this light gun. Oh, we're dissing the Hulkster, trust me.
Oh, 100%.
That's mostly what we're gonna do. Who is Thunder and why? We'll actually answer both of those questions. Who is Thunder and why we're in Paradise? So we have an answer for that.
Yes, we actually have a legitimate answer.
Had a SNES controller in front of.
But while Sharif is calibrating this, right? You know, I'll open it up by trying to describe Thunder in Paradise. Imagine, if you will, a TV show set in the Baywatch television universe.
Canonically, that is true.
Where a boat has superpowers and Hulk Hogan is Deus Ex Machina.
Think of Thunder as like it from Knight Rider, but all right.
But ostensibly both better and more stupid.
Yes, correct. Yeah. There's definitely more powerful than Kid. All right. So time starts when I hit done here. There's no real rules to this. I just made this up, but this feels like a. So we'll start now in 3, 2. Fun fact, you can skip all of these cutscenes. We're not going to skip the cutscenes, because why else would we play this? This would become very, very sad very quickly. So, the first thing that we're going to ask here, right? We need to know, and I want everyone's theories. In chat.
Why the tubes are going, where they're going on this guy.
What's up with the tubes, y'all?
What's up with the tubes?
Yeah, exactly, Tristan. We don't have an answer. I don't have an answer for you.
I mean, we do have an answer. We can't repeat it on this show.
They had Hulk Hogan. He's the main character of the TV show Thunder in Paradise.
I forget who he plays, but it's immaterial. He plays Hulk Hogan, pretending to be some other character.
I don't know that they ever mention him by name. If they do, I never listen to the cutscenes.
Spencer, I think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Outstanding.
They're gonna digitize his thoughts.
I personally cannot breathe through my butt. Something we both have in common.
Neuralink transfer is ready for digitization.
So here's the thing: if you really wanted to, you could also play this for DOS, right? But the CDI version is by far the superior one.
Which is shocking if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Major. Yeah, the Major. That's the guy with the hose plugged into his junk. That's the Major. It's an acronym.
It stands for something.
It stands for something. I always forget what it is.
What's going on here?
We and the last time I did this run, chat decided that it was short for Major Android Jortson Robot, which I feel like is better than whatever the actual canonical answer.
Yes. So anyway, somehow he's been programmed, was it by an external priority order? And if you can explain what that means, I'd love to hear your theories in chat, because we don't know that one either.
He's overriding the external priority orders. Oh, there's some humor here. This is important.
How's your throat? No problem. Uncle Spence, take
there it is. That was humor.
Uncle Spence, please, I'm the only one who could override
so the whole premise of this is JT from Step by Step, because he's a kid and knows how to play video games, is clearly the only one suited to stopping this dude with tubes coming out of his junk.
Take control. And with the Neuralink, I can sometimes see what the Major sees, so we can find out where he's at. You guys are toast without me.
And I wish that wasn't, in fact, the plot of this game.
Why does he have a crooked ass flat top? Because you don't. That's why you don't cut your own hair. Go to a professional.
Tracer, Hawkeye, Prowler.
All right. So yeah. So as you can see right now, the timer's at 3 minutes. Still haven't done anything. I'm just watching a cutscene.
This is overkill.
Don't worry. We're gonna sit here and chat for another 8 minutes.
Oh, look at these! Look at these mid-90s CGI though. So good. That's Thunder. They're in Thunder now.
This was not quality in the 90s either.
It makes my eyes happy. How about that?
Trackers! We got trackers! Trackers, aren't they?
Uncle Spencer. Oh, well, Uncle, because the JT is his nephew in the...
Yeah.
I don't even know I don't know his name. His name is JT from Step by Step.
Once again, we have Chris Lemon, Hulk Hogan, and JT from Step by Step, and they're all playing themselves, basically.
Correct.
Around here, game over has a whole other meaning.
I hate to say it, brother, but the kid's
Chris Lemon, son of Jack Lemmon, actual good actor.
Yes. And it's funny that the chat's mentioning Pasta Mania, because I am in fact making pasta for dinner. That's the sauce is cooking while I'm doing this.
Okay,
Yes.
You're linked up to Thunder's weaponry. Show us your stuff.
going to phase lock sync now.
All right, so here's the first of 3 levels. You're trying to. This is a protection. You're trying to protect Thunder from all these missiles, because he overrided the external priority order. The quickest way to beat this level is to lose as quickly as possible. There's no. The only bad side effect from losing this level is you go to the next level with half health, which I can navigate pretty well. And if you try to actually play this level, it's actually misery. It's terrible.
It's awful, yeah. And the DOS version's not even any better, right? Like the DOS version, you can play with a mouse, which ostensibly helps. It's not any better.
It's honestly, this is pretty hard. I usually face forward and shoot some of the missiles out of the sky because I have a theory that if you kill some missiles, they'll start spawning more enemies and then they'll kill me faster. I don't know if this is true, but it's so I'm less bored. Yeah, it goes on for a really, really long time, so dying is definitely the move. You can also, so I have a gun here. There's 2 buttons on the side. There's one that's on/off. I don't want to click that one because that will turn off my gun. But the other one is just a button that has 2 buttons, 2 little squares on it, and then if I hit it, I can actually change which direction I'm looking at. And
Keep it up. We're home free.
I don't know why he complimented me. I hit 1 missile out of the air, but everything else. So you can kind of move around.
What we've learned is Chris Libman's expectations of how we're going to play this game are so low. The fact that we hit even 1 missile is amazing.
He did like the, you know, the hang loose, you know.
Usually he just yells at us. Yeah, usually he just yells at us.
Hulk really does yell at us. Hulk is a very, very disappointed uncle a lot.
So, I mean, legitimately, the reason Sharif brings me on to do commentary is because we're going to sit here for like 8 minutes being bored.
Yeah, so
right, while we try to die.
This speed run, I basically do nothing for the first, I don't know. There's like a cutscene, and then there's this thing where I don't have to do anything. And then there's another cutscene. A 35-minute run-ish, depending on the RNG. All of the RNG is in this level. Basically, how quickly can I die is RNG.
Yeah.
And
let's be honest. Let's lay out how this is going to go. We've already spent the first 6 minutes making fun of Hulk Hogan. We're going to spend the next 8 minutes continuing to make fun of Hulk Hogan and Chris Liman. Then we're going to spend the next 12 minutes making fun of JT from Step by Step.
Yep.
And then we're going to spend the last little bit of time hoping that we get Mr. Poo Poo Pants.
Mr. Poo Poo Pants. Anybody who's seen this run before knows about Mr. Poo Poo.
And that is legitimately what we're gonna do here, right? I'm just gonna lay it out in front of you, right? And you can hold us to it, but
slight spoilers, but that's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen, yeah. So I mean, you know, we have talked about Thunder, but you know what we haven't talked about yet, and it's gonna be important because it's gonna come up, is the Paradise part of it.
Ah, yes.
Right. So here's the important thing: Thunder in Paradise was the entire show was shot at Disney World. Right, like the Grand Floridian or something like that.
Yeah, it's
so like, right. So like legit, like all the like beach scenes and all that, right? Because this is a Baywatch show, so that you know there has to be ample things at the beach. All that was shot like at the Grand Floridian. Everything else is on the Disney backlots. So yes, we're just basically taking a boat to Disney World, Brosencha.
We're doing it the hard way. We're also blessed with the major.
We don't want to pay to get into Disney. Like that's expensive nowadays.
The long lines. Why would you do that?
Yeah, the long line. Like we're better off taking a speedboat that can do like Mach 10 or something, right? Because like if you notice at the start of this thing, right, we are out in like the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, right? And we're gonna be at like Walt Disney World here in like 3 minutes. So I mean, does that tell you how fast this boat's moving?
Just booking it, and yeah. So when you start seeing the crackle, the little static on the screen, that means I'm below quarter health. You want? Yep. I want to die. Please let me die. It's about a minute.
Oh, you know who we forgot to? Well, I guess we'll leave the other guy we're gonna make fun of.
Oh yeah, no, that one for the first cutscene you see him in is really important for people who haven't seen it before. Very important.
That's fair.
Yeah, the major. We also have discount Arnold Schwarzenegger here.
Yeah, we have discount Arnold Schwarzenegger and a guy whose name is too cool for what he should be.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, we're gonna die here, I think. There.
Here's hoping.
Huzzah! It was from the back this time. We got railed from the back.
This might be a PB because I think every other time I've been, with you on this in a marathon, it's taken over 10 minutes.
Yeah, this is pretty fast. We'll see. We'll see if this is a PB or not. I'd love for this. My PB was the first time I ever finished this game live with a timer, and I've never gotten anywhere close since then. Because it's just RNG how fast they kill you.
All right, so now we're gonna light a jet engine that's in the water, because why not, right? And suddenly we're gonna go like 800 miles an hour, like ramp off the coast of Florida into Disney World.
So this is the, oh, I'm really sad that Thunder got exploded.
Right before that. Thunder, bring up full telecom.
Videocom link.
Oh yeah.
Screen.
What are you doing in my lab? Who are you? I'm insulted you don't
So we're actually, this is the first time we're introduced to the last character that we love.
You've made me what I am today. I don't know.
He is the best character in this whole
That's
whole
absolutely
game.
true.
Darius Rampike. Do you know who he is?
There it is. Darius Rampike.
Darius Rampike.
Now here's something to make sure you never forget me again.
I always love the, anytime I run this, all the wrestling fans come out and chat.
Dr. Franklin, we gotta
Talk
do
about
something.
wrestling. I'm all about it.
Well, so let's talk about Darius Rampike for a minute.
Yes.
Right,
Very
or as we really should call him, Budget Kano.
Metal detectors. Now what do you want to do?
Right, and you guys will understand when we get to see him a little bit better up close. He's Budget Kano.
Budget Kano.
Now let's look at the stupidest thing in the whole game. Right, after you do the Thunder mission, right? They give you all of the
It's time to go get Jessica.
info and everything you need to know about Thunder.
Yeah, so after you had to use him, then you're like, oh, that's what I was supposed to do. Thanks, game. Like, that's basically what happens.
Oh, and by the way, we're never gonna see Thunder again.
That's it. It's just in it's JT from Step by Step in Paradise now. That's the new name of the game.
Yep.
Let's jet.
So yeah, so there's some, like, at this point, like, we're kind of home free as long as I finish the game. Most of this is now just an on-rail shooter. There's some RNG to how the enemies spawn, but really it doesn't make that much difference.
Find the major.
But for the most part, it's just cutscenes and on-rail shooter.
Yep. Oh, Smebble Bear, don't you worry, right? Where there's a Bikini Babe montage in this, right?
Oh, there is. There's
we're
no problem.
We're gonna watch that. Yeah.
Hey, there it is.
There it is.
That's the first one. That's the first one. There's at least one more.
Yeah.
Very important panning shot there.
We told you it's in the Baywatch. It's in the Baywatch universe, which means this is legally required.
All right, I think. Oh no, there's one more cutscene, and then I actually get to play the video game.
So the real plot is because he's wearing that stupid thing on his head, he knows where the Major is at.
Because the Major's holding one. He has one on his head too. You can actually.
Yeah. So now Hulk Hogan is getting beat up by Budget Kano.
He actually ends up. So it's Hulk that kicks Budget Kano off the thing into the water. It doesn't impact the story at all. It's just, you know, Hulk Hogan's ego and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I have to play video game. So you can see. Okay. Video game. You want some video game information here? Bottom left is JT's health. Top left is my ammo. It's gun, and it kind of retreats as I shoot. So the big thing for me is I want to have enough health by the time we get to the end. I want at least quarter health or a little bit less, and I need at least half of my gun ammo to defeat the Major.
Yeah, because if we can defeat the Major, we're effectively home free.
Just a little bit. Yeah, so this is the rest of the game, gameplay-wise.
One thing you'll kind of see Sharif do here is that the game doesn't differentiate from where you shot or where the cursor is, like during that shooting animation. So you'll see Sharif a lot, especially when enemies are close together, shoot one and kind of drag the cursor over the other one, and they're both gonna die. It's a good way to save ammo, which as long as you kind of know where they're at, like everything's kind of predetermined where these guys are going to pop up, at least from a location standpoint. That, you know, if you've played the game enough, you
kind of know what to expect. They don't always pop up in exactly the same place, but you know where to expect them. So you'll see me place my cursor ahead of time when we stop for the enemies to pop up. Also, I apologize. There's real speed strats in this game. That's disrespectful. How much of that's actually a good question. I've never seen a Thunder in Paradise episode. I thought about watching an episode before this run, but then I didn't.
I mean, at this point in time, the real speed strats, right, for this game are basically finishing off the enemies as soon as possible, because when you clear out the number of enemies in a scene, you just move on.
Yeah. Exactly correct. Sometimes you don't have to kill them. Sometimes they'll just pop up, shoot you, and leave, and then never come back. But some of them will keep shooting you forever. There's like three different lengths of shooting. Right.
That's more important when we move from the Grand Floridian to the Disney backlot.
Yeah, that's a lot more important. That will actually, that's the actual.
But like you can see there, Sharif technically missed the guy on the shot, right? That didn't connect, but as soon as he dragged the cursor over, he hit him.
The other really big mechanic is that if you kill, every time you kill somebody, you actually get a little bit of health back. So it is really in your interest to kill people without them shooting you, because you will regain health pretty quickly, actually. The problem is it's hard. Because this isn't like a particularly precise cursor. EDI light gun. I'm also holding this with two hands. There's a whole, like, setup thing. So the way that the CDI light gun works is that it has its own sensor, right? And so you're supposed to put the sensor on the top of your television, but my setup really doesn't allow for me to put it on top of the television. So I'm not actually aiming on the screen. I'm aiming on the bottom right of my screen and then just moving the cursor with two hands very gingerly. So it's a very janky setup for a very janky game.
Yeah,
oh,
it's...
come on.
But basically, with the way Sharif is going now, we should be able to defeat the Major, right? The worst case is if you die in this and the Major gets away, you have to go to the last level as JT.
That's
and
very
it sucks.
That's very hard. I've gotten to the last boss as JT, but I've never beaten them.
I bet you could now though, because the time you did it, you were blind.
That's correct.
So chat's asking, is the PC version of this better or worse? The
answer is it's significantly worse.
And the reason for that is this game, right, if you bought it for the CDI, it uses the MPEG decode module. So you actually get some, like, VCD quality, so not quite DVD, better than VHS quality, right, video that they actually took, right? The DOS version doesn't have that. So you have, like, DOS digitized video, which is not really good. And so, but the DOS version, right, has the mouse, and the mouse is easier to use.
Then this, yes, I would agree. It's actually kind of hard. I don't play this game much, mostly because it's very bad, but also because, like, holding the gun really steady hurts my wrist over time. So I just don't, I pull this out as a treat often.
And by that, she means, like, every single marathon.
Any marathon that I want to submit to that makes sense to have. This is not like something I'll like.
Zach, we're hung up in traffic. We'll be there ASAP.
Look at that! Hulk Hogan complimented me. I feel so.
That never happens.
It's very rare. You have to really.
You could be like full health, and have like killed everybody in one shot, and Hulk Hogan's gonna be like, "You're gonna let him get away."
Serve a little.
Ooh, this is gonna be risky.
As long as I have enough gun to like spam shoot, I'll oh boy, red now. Danger zone. That's okay. I get one shot from the Major with this. Okay, we're good. So now we just have to face the Major. I have enough gun to just start spamming him so he doesn't shoot me.
So we're probably safe.
Uncle Spence, Brew, I'm getting another flash.
But yeah, fingers crossed.
He's looking right at him.
Enough gun, yes. Ammo, whatever you want to call it. I call it gun because the physical gun like recedes.
He must have Atmos cloak.
This is one of the only cutscenes that's not skippable in the whole game right here.
Zach, keep going. You gotta stop the Major from getting Jess.
We're gonna turn around. These ladies are gonna just wave at us very conspicuously. Hi, ladies. Now I have to shoot them.
Fortunately, his animation takes like forever.
Dang it.
Yeah.
All right, so I've never done the bad ending in a marathon, so maybe we'll do it this time.
There they are.
Oh well. I just missed. What happens is that you have to basically as he materializes, you have to shoot him, and my first shot just missed, and so he shot me. And I was right. I had one shot, one extra shot, basically. You can still get poo-poo pants.
And we can get the Mystery Science Theater one.
We can get Mystery Science Theater as well.
After the major with the neural link that you can control him.
Let's taking too many hits.
Come on, let's go.
But it's gonna be.
Now it's gonna be real sketchy, but it's okay. If we get the bad ending, it's still funny. So I'm not super.
If he's taking Jessica,
I'm not super concerned about it.
To his womb.
Disappointing though. I did a practice run where I cruised through it earlier today.
From whom? Rampike. No way.
Yeah, this game actually, there was a whole thing about how much they wrote, like how much, like in terms of like the script, how much they wrote for this, the branching paths. It's actually kind of impressive if it weren't like terrible.
It's gonna be a race with Major on that helicopter, but Rampike's another story.
Yeah.
With Rossiter's jet, he'll probably be there waiting for us. And for Major.
You don't have the Major. Flat top kid. JT from Step by Step, that's his name.
Yeah. So, Tristan, can you actually die in this somehow? Like, you can take so much damage, and then like Hulk Hogan and Chris Littman yell at you that you did bad, and you get the bad ending.
Yeah.
So it's essentially like dying.
Where they won't see us.
Yeah, and Chat's right. If you defeat the Major there, you get him here, and he's got like
You go to the catwalk.
a bajillion
He's got
times more
so
health.
much. You have full health. He has so much health. He has a UI that tells you where the enemies are gonna pop up. It's so much easier, and he has more gun ammo too.
Brew and I are in position. I'll keep checking.
So this is gonna we're doing hard mode here. I haven't practiced this in a long time, but we're gonna do it anyway. Good. It's a good show off of the other mode here in this game. Oh boy, this is hard. You do get full health though, at least.
I mean, at least I don't think that the scenes are any different, right? In terms of
At the end, I've never beaten the game as JT. I actually don't know what the ending looks like.
Oh yeah. I meant, but like all of the levels we're at here, we're not going through different video or something because it's JT. I think the
order is slightly different. That's it.
And the ending might be different.
Oh, even if you defeat Darius, you have to defeat the Major afterward. That's actually where I've died. The other problem. So even if I have defeated Darius as JT, but then I usually have like one speck of health left. Then and then the Major comes in. And I actually don't know what the good ending looks like. So far, so good though. We're doing okay, but this gets much harder. Yeah, you control the Major. Oh, shoot. Dare you? I shot there, not knowing he was gonna pop up, but I looked very cool. I had Darius Rampike, y'all.
Hey, kid. I can't believe they sent such a wimp.
Oh, we also, instead of Scrapface, we get Ramputs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's grocery store generic Kano for.
Right, and that's the guy that Hulk Hogan had a hard time defeating.
Yes. The Big Bad. There's a cheese grater on his face, armed with a garage door opener.
Yes, we have Kano at home, and that's what we've got here.
I have to conserve a gun. Really,
It
run out
does.
of gun. If you're in the VR area and you run out of gun, you get absolutely.
I mean, the gun does slowly recharge.
It does.
But
Yeah, I'm better off taking a few hits here, so I have gun going into the area. I'm upset at how much better I've gotten at this. Although not that I'm showing it off right now.
Well, sure you are. You're showing off ram putts. That's the plan.
I'm showing the game off, which is what matters. Got one of those guys. I am so...
You're pretty handy with that soft gun, kid. Welcome to my virtual nightmare.
Alright, and there's your garage door opener. Now this is VR area. This is getting sketchy. Big McLarge you. Hi, Face Man.
So now all of a sudden we're teleported to the backlots of Disney.
Before they were in like a warehouse near Disney, question mark? I don't...
Actually, your health is really good here, though.
The quality of the video is really what... I had more... I wish I had the major. I don't even care about his health. I care about his health. Area is a...
So is this on original CDI or emulator? This is on an original CDI because
it can't be emulated.
Right, the emulators out there right now can't emulate the MPEG decoder card that's needed to play this game.
So I have a Philips CDI 220 with the decoder card in there. So once Quarantine realized that was the case, and I had fixed it, like, you have to play it. That's why we're here, and that's why he's here.
So is there a good CDI emulator with VCD support? And the answer is no.
There's not. Is there a good CDI emulator? I mean...
MAME's about as good as it gets right now.
Yeah.
And
sort of. I mean, you'll see. I think you and Kat are both emulating.
Yeah.
Wacky World.
And that it actually works out well if you're not using the MPEG card. Yeah, there is a DOS version of this, but the
it
CD
looks like
quality is not.
Problem is that it looks...
Yeah. It doesn't use any of the high-res modes in DOS at all. And so there's no like attempt made to make the quality look good. It looks like 1998 compressed GIFs, that you could get over 56K modems.
This is one of the worst
The way you're shooting, you'll never get to me. Never. Never.
Yeah, the van window is smaller, so they just made the dude smaller. He was very small, he kind of fit in there. Every team has a small guy so they can fit into small spaces.
Yeah. That guy is not me, though.
No, me neither. I'ma shoot you. Got him. Got him. Running out of gun.
Actually, this is more gun than I expected you to have at this point.
Usually by now I have like just the tip left, which,
yeah.
Apologies for... No, I'm not apologizing.
No, you shouldn't be apologizing for that. We've already made a junk to comment. Like everything else is immaterial at this point.
I mean, it's not our fault they decided to put a tube on his junk. It's our fault that we're playing it.
No, it's my fault that we're playing it.
Yes. I didn't have to keep playing this afterward, but I take not beating games personally a lot.
Let's be honest too that this game is so like the dude in the trash can, right? It's so dumb. Yeah, this is where it gets real bad.
Yeah, things start getting really hard.
This one and the next one.
That was okay.
You're probably gonna be okay. At least to budget Kano.
I want to be in green health coming out of VR. Possible. Not always possible.
Yeah, because then you can take a couple more hits.
Your virtual warm-up is over, pal.
All right. So I have green health. I have green health. Coming back here. That was the CDI loading. We're curious.
Look at how badass they try to make him look right in this.
You get more gun by not shooting and letting it recharge.
Yeah, it just recharges.
CDI's loading.
Yeah, which is actually good for us.
So, Wonder Boy! You've been lucky so far. But your luck stops here.
Take your best shot, Ramputz.
There's Ramputz. If you're the major, you call him Scrap Face. Because you're controlling the major, right?
Yeah.
You control what he says, too. So when you're here, anytime you see Rampike, that's who you want to shoot. Because getting his health down is priority number 1. Not dying is priority number 2.
No, priority 1 is getting Mr. Poo Poo Pants.
Mr. Poo Poo Pants is obviously the name of my split for this. Now we're starting. That guy just sprinted away like.
Look, he doesn't want to get shot.
It's fair, right? I don't want to get shot either. Don't shoot me first, then. Comes to an amicable.
You're looking pretty lame, kid. I can't believe they sent such a wimp.
Oh, you're just calling me a wimp again. That's fine.
Well, we got one more shot for Mr. Poo Poo Pants.
Couple more. We got a couple more.
A couple more.
But Mr. Poo Poo Pants requires me to play well, which.
Well, we don't exactly know the requirements for Mr. Poo Poo Pants.
I mean, everything is to some degree random, but as far as I can tell, they classify the quips as like, oh, you did good or you did bad somehow, right?
Look,
and so,
but Chris Lemon's gonna support us no matter what.
Chris Lemon is a very supportive boy. It's true. Rampike less so. Twice there.
Has he referenced MST3K? Not yet, and we don't know if we'll get that.
I've got it once, and it was in a marathon run.
Yeah, it was the last marathon we were in.
Can't we handle this like adults,
oh!
Mr. Poo Poo?
So we got Mr. Poo Poo Pants. That was Mr. Poo Poo Pants. Congratulations.
We got Mr. Poo Poo Pants. Run's valid.
Run is valid. Submitting to the leader. Hope you all are celebrating Mr. I have to concentrate.
They are celebrating Mr. Poo Poo Pants.
Yes! It's amazing. They actually spawn more enemies when he plays the kid than when he plays the major. That's wild. Now, this is the end of Rampike here. I have to remember that the major shows up here. So Rampike is down, which would normally be time. It's still not a PB anyway.
Got you now, Ramputz.
Way to go, dude! He's a tough customer. I didn't think you could do it. I tell you what, I'll take care of Metal Mouth here. You go down. You can help Spence down in the lab. He needs you, brother.
Got it.
This is more game here.
All right, 10 grand. Let's go.
Because we have to defeat the Major. This is a whole extra piece of game that you normally don't have to play.
Right.
Hey, Jessica. Who is she?
I think she's Hulk Hogan's girlfriend.
I don't know about that. Alright. Do this again. Dang it.
No.
That's your bad ending. That's hard. That's way harder than the other level.
Hey, kid! What happened? The Major came out of nowhere, freed Rampike.
After Ace here got zapped, Holden got free and took control of the Major.
So this is a bad ending for y'all.
Get hurt. Come on, there's nothing more to do here.
Oh well.
Yeah. Happens.
It's not so easy, is it, Hotshot?
The bad news is...
So we actually don't get the bikini-clad.
Good news is, you could always try it again.
No, instead we get yelled at by Hulk Hogan and Chris Lemon.
And Chris Lemon this time.
DQ.
Buddy.
The upside is you don't see this guy without a shirt on, so, you know, positives and negatives.
But we did play the entire episode of interactive television.
We
so,
did.
you
We
know
played
what?
the whole
It's still a
game.
run.
We got to the very end again. I'm not worthy of the POV hat, and so these are this is the. And then you can. There's a lot of. There's
Yeah,
a
we
lot
got
of,
Mr. Poo Poo Pants and MST3K for the Retro Gaming Live. I think.
There you go. Yeah, RGL was the one, and that's why it's the highest score as well. So yeah, that was Thunder in Paradise for the CDI. Are you sure this is not the good ending? We've let down Hulk Hogan. It's been a while since I hadn't beaten the game, so that was fun. The big problem is that the Major just takes up large chunks of your health, basically, is the big problem. There's a voice of Thunder. We didn't hear him once, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, we did when he powered back up and whatever.
Ah.
You hear him for like 3 words or something.
And then I press exit database. That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway. Exactly. That's why we dunk on Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, we should though kick it back to the host.
Yep. Thanks everybody.